Well, good evening, gang, and welcome to It's All About Arts. My name is Glenn Williams. I'm your host, and to my right and to your left, finally back together again, the lovely Valerie Eliason. Hi, Val. How are you?
I'm great. I missed you.
I missed you, too. It's good. You did great, though, helping me out sitting in a couple of weeks ago. Then you jetted off to some foreign state.
Arkansas.
I'm sure you had a great time.
I did. I had a really nice
Well, I want to remind everybody we're coming to you live here from our beautiful studios here at BNN-TV, and you're more than welcome to join us if you'd like. We're at 617-708-3290. Dave and the great gang of BNN here are in the other room answering the phones, so give us a call. Let us know what's going on artfully in your community, what's new and exciting in your artful life.
There's summer artful things that are going on.
Yes, it's a very, very artful summer this year. We're very, very excited. Tomorrow night, at the community center in Roslindale, there is a Boston Creates meeting.
That's exciting. Now, is this just for the board or for the public too?
It's for the public. It's opened up. It's one of the big community meetings. We've gotten the word out and around so that everybody will know about it. What it is it's going to be a frank discussion about the arts in Boston. We're going to talk about education. We're going to talk about public art. We're going to talk about the accessibility of arts for our younger citizens and stuff like that. Jocelyn Huff and myself are the co-chairs for our area of the city, and we're very, very proud of that. And so we'll be holding a meeting tomorrow night at 6 o'clock.
Nice. Excited?
Yes, I am. I am actually very excited. It's going to be downstairs in the community center, so come on by, please. It's an opportunity to kind of let the city know what is missing in the arts for the city, what we want the future to be now that we've got a commissioner, someone at a cabinet level in Mayor Marty Walsh's cabinet that's making decisions in policy. I think that what they're doing is they're putting the city together, putting some people together to discuss the mission. And I think that that's an important responsibility that I don't take very lightly.
Yourself included in that group of people.
Yes, I am. Well, I'm very proud to be, and it's going to be interesting.
I'm excited.
You missed a great show last week. We had so much fun last week.
know.
Mark Bryan was here, who's this guitarist, country kind of hillbilly singer, and tells stories and fun. He was an awful lot of fun. It was great having him here. But our friend Danny from Sacred Heart School.
Yes, who won the Roslindale Porch Fest logo?
Yes.
Yes.
He was on. He was my co-host in your space. He did a great job. I was very proud of him. We talked about what goes on at Sacred Heart School in his art class and how it affects his other classes. He was great, so it was kind of fun.
I love his logo too.
Yeah,
I've seen it all over the Facebook, everywhere. It's awesome.
Well, we're going to be talking a lot about Roslindale Porch Fest tonight. The chairman of the board, the CEO of the organization, Andy Hollinger is here. We're going to get a chance to learn a little bit more about what Roslindale's doing, what they're doing differently, what they're doing, how they're handling this first venture into Porch Fest. We know that it's a very successful idea in the community. Somerville's been doing it for a few years. Jamaica Plain's now in their second year.
Yep, this weekend actually.
This weekend coming up, so put that in your calendar. Make sure you get down there and check them out in Jamaica Plain. Apparently, you just have to walk around and find all kinds of artists and musicians, especially.
Yeah, tons
playing on their porches.
Yep, JP's a good area to do that in.
Yeah, JP's. Well, they're very, very focused on the arts. I know that my group with Boston Creates is very, very interested in what happens in Jamaica Plain and Roslindale. In the South End, they kind of call that the corridor, So we're kind of like really have a firm hold on. We've had some successes. I think that's what it is.
Absolutely.
With the Jamaica Plain and the Roslindale Open Studios, we've had some success at getting the art out there and getting people involved artistically.
And there's so much talent there too, not to say that there isn't lots of talent in other parts of the cities, but there's so much talent, and I feel like the community responds so warmly and excitedly about everything artfully that's going on.
There is an enthusiasm out there, and what it does is it puts the arts in what I believe a level and a place where they can make a difference in how your community is how you live in your community.
Absolutely.
And how comfortable and what kinds of of events and what kind of things happen in your community. So we're very excited about that. So step one is tomorrow night at the community center. Come on down, guys.
That's exciting.
It's just an opportunity to say, yeah, I want more of this, or this is a great idea. This is what I've been thinking. When I used to live such and such, we did this and that. So this would be a great opportunity.
One of my favorite things that I see and I've been seeing it more and more recently, is the painting of the electric boxes.
Yes.
I love that. There's one of my favorites, I think it's in Roxbury, it's of a giant kiwi.
Yes.
And I love, it's such a clever idea to take these, ugly looking boxes that we have to have all over the sidewalk, and let's paint them. Yeah,
they're all over the place. There's some great Roslindale artists who have done a couple of them, and I think that's a great idea. Those are the kind of things, that we'll be talking about. My little hook is that educational thing, making sure that we we incorporate the arts a little more thoroughly in our educational.
It's very important.
Yeah, I think that is important. It just shows that I see it where I work, the enthusiasm of the kids in their other subjects. I asked Danny last week, I said, do you think the arts are just in that room? And he said, no. He goes, when I did a geometry class, I had to do a design of something, and I used my art, the shapes and how I put them all together to draw that out. He said, I needed that art class to be able to get that done successful. And I said, well, thank you.
Or even in the festivities of the holidays, going on 4th of July, in science class, what different chemicals make those different colors in the fireworks?
Exactly. How do you get those colors? How does the projectile work? What makes it, what makes the colors, what makes the spectacular?
Art's everywhere.
What did you do for the 4th of July?
I was down in Providence.
Arkansas, Providence.
It was great. I was down there. My boyfriend and I rode our bikes around, and we watched the fireworks from the bridge.
Was it nice?
Funny. Yeah. Had an ice cream cone and a cheeseburger, and I was a happy girl.
You thrill seeker, you. Over the top again.
Over the moon.
Well, that's good. I had a bunch of homework to do, but we hung out, and the next day was my granddaughter's birthday. So on the 4th, we went over down the South Shore to hang with my son. And
I think I saw some pictures.
Yeah. It's her. She's six or 7 or something.
Oh, just a little
thing. But you should hear her sing and dance.
She should be at Porch Fest.
She should be at Porch Fest, exactly. But it was fun to sit with the family and just kind of relax, and especially after, big shout out and thank you to everybody out there that sent us a little get wish for super producer Janice. She's doing fantastic. Thank you so much for your kind notes, and we know that you're out there, but it's kind of overwhelming when you get this incredible influx of people caring about how we're feeling, and it really helped Janice, because we'd be sitting in her hospital room and she'd go, oh, look at this, why did this person? I said, listen, people care and love you, that's why. So they just want to make sure she's doing okay, and she is. She's doing better, much better. She was at work today.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Yes, that's very good. That's a big deal.
Home.
Getting her back to work. So Arkansas, tell me about it. What is Arkansas?
Fun. So that's where Jacob's parents live.
Okay.
So
very nice.
Yeah, it's really fun. I love it out there. I went there last summer. Yeah, last summer. They have some great art museums out there.
Did you do some artful stuff?
We did a nice little nature walk. So it was really pretty out there, seeing the different types of vegetation, different flowers, and different bird species and whatnot. It was a very relaxing trip.
Good.
Last year we did everything. We went. Is it spelunking when you go cave dwelling? Is that spelunking?
It's not something I don't think I'll ever do, but okay. So you can call it anything you want.
We went through these caves and antique markets and art museums and everything, but
That's good.
it was a nice relaxing
That's
trip.
good. It's nice. It's nice to be able to get out of town.
Oh, yeah.
And do a little relaxing. Janice and I so rarely get to do that, you know. But I think that we're going to manage to make sure we get her on the resting side of town
Yes.
for a while. Maybe take a short, small drive someplace. Maybe, who knows?
Little beach chair,
We'll see. We'll find out.
something.
Anything coming up? Are you going to do Porch Fest?
I am going to be visiting it.
Oh, okay.
I am not much of a singer.
Do you have a
performer.
porch?
I do, kind of. It's not a very good porch. It's kind of like far in the back. You've seen my porch.
Yeah. It's not really.
It's not the ideal porch.
It's up high and it's kind of in the back.
In the back, yeah. Unfortunately.
But make sure you're in town for this. It's not till
Oh,
September,
yeah.
so there's plenty of time to talk about it and think about it, you know. Because this is
You're going to see me on my bike riding all over the place.
perfect. One of the things that we always thought about when we started Open Studios was how important it was for the artisan who doesn't always get an opportunity to go and play.
Yes.
I mean, there's open mics and there's all that kind of thing for musicians and stuff, but rarely is there an opportunity for an organized, this person's playing here for this amount of time, you want to go see them, please go by.
Yes.
And so this is a real scheduled performance-based event for anybody.
That's awesome.
I mean, there's not going to be an auditioning process, I don't believe. We'll find out from Andy, you know, but I think that, you know, Open Studios was the same kind of thing. There's too many artists out there, and I think you're probably one of them that does a beautiful piece of art, loves it, puts it down, and maybe starts another one. And that thing is going to sit there, and people don't get an opportunity to see it because the worst marketers and the worst advertisers that I've ever met in my life are artists.
Yes.
They just don't promote themselves. And it's kind of like, you know, well, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
You know, so we'll give them the push and the opportunity to do all that.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Have you done any art?
I have.
Okay, good.
The Klaus. The giant Klaus I did. The mural in
Oh.
Texas.
That's the other thing.
you see
It's been a
that?
long time since we've talked.
It has too
You haven't
long.
told me about the graffiti park.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it's been that long. It really has.
Tell me about the graffiti park.
We have the picture.
There's Klaus right there.
So that is giant, larger than me size mural of Klaus that I did. And it's in Austin, Texas at the outdoor graffiti
And there you are
park.
doing it. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
It was so much fun.
So what is the graffiti park? Is it a section of the city where they just kind of said, you guys have it and
It's
go at it?
like, yeah, basically, it was giant foundation of a building. There's
Yeah,
some more
beautiful.
pieces
Look at
that
that.
was just never finished, and it's set up as an outdoor graffiti park. They have, you can buy spray paint there if you want. You can go.
Really?
Yeah.
They'll give you supplies.
They'll give you supplies and everything. You can just walk around and explore. It's like every nook and cranny.
Do they
there's
ever
something to-
whitewash it at some point so that everyone's got kind of like a blank palette? They just build on top
Just
and
build
keep building?
on top, just the nature of graffiti. Keep building on top and building on top. You know, the really, really incredible pieces that you know are, I mean, people usually leave them alone.
Yeah.
But I found an area that had, you know, just kind of a bunch of squiggles and whatnot, and I did a Klaus. I was really excited actually when I was doing it. I had someone come up to me and
great.
ask to take a picture.
That's great. Well, were there other artisans there doing their work?
There were a
And was-
couple, yeah. My roommate was with me. She did a giant orange ice pop.
Okay.
It was really fun.
Is it someplace where people come to visit and kind of get into the ambient and kind of check it out and stuff? Or is it like this kind of
Definitely.
off in the industrial park place?
It's actually pretty central in town, to be honest. Like it's not like on the outskirts or anything. It's like right in the middle of a nicer neighborhood. It's really well kept.
Cool.
It's an outdoor museum essentially. You know,
yeah.
people take care of it, and it's not like you're gonna find.
Do they
like-
get funding and stuff from the city, or do they
not
raise
sure.
money, or is it a nonprofit running it kind of thing?
That's a good question. I'd be interested to find out because they always have people there sort of maintaining it and to answer questions and whatnot. But it's just such a great place. It's always fun to see other artists there
Is it a
working.
free art place?
Yes,
Okay, that's important.
it is important. Yeah.
Well, that's very, very cool. I'm glad we brought. I'm glad we're.
I know. I
That's
showed
kinda
some of
cool.
those pieces on the show. Not last week, obviously, I wasn't here, but the week before.
Very cool.
It was really fun. So I was glad to make a piece. I feel like I made up for a little bit of my artful slacking this year by doing a piece that was bigger than me.
That's a lot of paint.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Speaking of a lot of paint, not really. I'm only kidding. But this Saturday, down in Roslindale Square, Bird Mancini, the band will be playing. It's great friends, Billy Kyle Mancini and Ruby Bird, have their band together with a bass player and a drummer, and they're going to be performing at the Roslindale Village Main Streets concert series at the Roslindale Village Main Streets Farmers Market.
That's awesome.
I'm really looking forward to this one. I've always enjoyed Billy and Ruby's work, and actually had the honor to play a little on one of their CDs. So and we've all been friends for many, many years now, so it's going to be kind of a lot of fun to see them live in Bird Mancini, the band.
Yeah, especially at the farmers market, too.
Oh,
There's going to be thousands of people there.
Yeah, you know something? We thought last Saturday was going to be tough because it was the 4th of July.
Yeah.
It was mod. We still had lots and lots of people.
That's awesome.
So that farmers market is probably one of the better ones in the city, and
I love that farmers market.
especially with a concert series going on. So there'll be live music. Bird Mancini, the band, will be down there. They start at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And they play 2 big sets. So come on down, spend some time, come by the sound booth and say hello, please. And speaking of that, we are very, very proud of our affiliation with the Boston Main Streets program. Boston Main Streets is that nonprofit, volunteer-driven organization that helps revitalize business districts around the city. One of the things that they do is they work with the property owners, so they'll make sure that the property owner knows what kind of demographic is, what the demographics of the area are, what kind of business will be prosperous down there, what to do and stuff like that. Then once the business is in the storefront, then it's a design committee that helps work with the business owners to make sure that their signage is right, to help them design their storefront and what have you. And then there's the promotions committee, which I've been involved with for many years, who runs things like the farmers market.
They're awesome. All totally volunteer-driven organization, too.
That's the amazing part of it, is that the people that are actually, steering the ship for this whole thing are volunteers, and they live in the community. They're from Roslindale, they're from the South End, they're from Charlestown. It's because they love where they live, and that's the reason why they do what they do.
It's been going on for about 30 years, hasn't
30
it?
years this summer.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's going to be a big, huge celebration. They're shutting down Poplar Street.
Oh, wow.
We're having a ball. We're having a big celebration.
That's
so
awesome.
From Wallpaper City down to past Wapotaco to the Roslindale Library, that whole section of the city is going to be shut down, and they're going to have an all-day celebration down there.
I'm really excited for that.
It's going to be a lot of fun, yeah.
Awesome.
We're looking forward to it. The other thing that so if you go down to the farmers market, find the people sitting at the tent with the purple tablecloths. It says Main Street on them. Thank them.
Yeah, for us.
Please do, because we appreciate their participation in this show.
And we're very proud of our affiliation with them.
We most certainly are. The other thing I like to talk about is this amazing building that we're in. We see BNN-TV, it's Boston Neighborhood Network. And it's the community access television station that you're watching right now. And what they do is they have 2 stations. The one you're watching now is Channel 9. And what that is for nonprofits to come on with their mission statement and talk a little bit about what they do, how they're trying to help the community, how people can get involved. They can bring guests on and sit and talk and about anything, whatever the nonprofit is affiliated with, whatever their mission is. The other side on Channel 23, which if you take a quick look right now, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now. So what happens over there is members, people can join and become members. Dave, you're on the button there, brother. That's great. Channel 23 is member-driven, and what it is, you become a member here at BNN, and you take some classes in Final Cut Pro. You can take some classes in lighting and using these amazing cameras. You can take some classes in audio and lighting, the whole thing, on how to do shoots outside and sign out these amazing cameras and stuff. And get edit your stuff on Final Cut Pro and get it put on the television. This is the place to do it. if you're interested in being involved here at BNN, and we're obviously interested in having you come down and spend some time with us, go to www.bnntv.org. Click on Janice Williams, who's the membership person and community outreach person, or you can click on to Jim Atwood's name. Those are the cats with all the information and stuff. So,
Yep.
with that being said.
With that being said,
We've got a great show tonight. I think it's time we get moving towards that.
I think so too.
We got a Val's View,
We have a Val's View.
a long-awaited
Val's View.
Val's View. We're very excited about it.
Thank you.
So listen, gang, why don't you sit back and relax. We'll play a couple of songs. We have a couple of songs we can queue up and play for us from Low Budget Records. We haven't played a song or two in a while, so why don't we do that? Listen, gang, you are watching BNN-TV's It's All About Arts. We're coming to you live from Studio B. Oh, the other thing is tomorrow night around this time, this show will be repeating. We will be putting it up on our YouTube station.
Yes.
Get that all back up and running again.
I'm excited about that.
Yes.
I love our YouTube station.
And if you go there right now, the one that's showing right now is a flashback to 1999.
Yep.
When super producer Janice and I were much younger.
And Rebecca was in the booth.
Rebecca, 12-year-old Rebecca, was answering the phones. It's funny to see those old ones, but we've gotten some new technology in my studio at the house, so we were able to kind of bring some of those flashbacks and old things to you. But if you go to It's All About Arts, number 1, on your YouTube station, you can see this show tomorrow night. Excuse me. In fact, I'll probably work on it sometime tonight to get it up there.
That sounds awesome.
And also, we're streaming live there. So right now, it is 20 minutes past midnight in Paris. For you people in Paris, thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate it tonight.
Yes.
Good to see you. Thank you for being here with us. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
Couple minutes.
What do you think? We'll do a Val's View. Listen, gang, you're watching BNN-TV's It's All About Arts. We're coming to you live from our Studio B. You're more than welcome to join us at 617-708-3290. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. Don't go away. Thanks.
Thanks.
Well, welcome back, gang. Thanks an awful lot for being back here with us. We're coming to you live from our beautiful Studio B here at BNN-TV. I did want to remind you of one other thing. Now, what was the other thing I was supposed to do? Facebook or something?
Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
And it's All About Arts 1 on YouTube.
On YouTube, thank you. It's All About Arts 1 on YouTube, and Facebook is?
Facebook is It's All About Arts.
It's just It's All About Arts. That's correct.
And Twitter, It's All About Arts.
Oh, okay, thank you. That's good. I just never know. Thank you, Val. I
Anytime.
But right now, it's a great pleasure and time again. We've missed it, and I'm glad she's back with us. It's time for our great segment of this program. It's time for Val's View.
Well, thank you so much, Glenn. We have a couple great things going on in the city of Boston, in and around the area. Of course, with all this talk about Porch Fest going on, we can't not mention the Jamaica Plain Porch Fest. It's going on this weekend, July 11th, so you have something to look forward to. Noon to 6 p.m. It's going on all over Jamaica Plain, and like we said before, it's the entire area. It's the entire neighborhood. You're going to get to walk around. I think there's over 100 bands participating. I think there's around 70 different porches that are involved. There's going to be spoken word. There's going to be musicians, bands, theater even. It's going to be everything you can possibly imagine. So definitely go down, check it out, walk around, grab an ice cream cone at JP Licks, listen to some new music. It's all free, which is even better. So definitely go check that out this weekend. So second on our list, this is the one I am most excited for, Big Screen Classics, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So now that's going on July 13th from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Coolidge Corner Theater. It's the 40th anniversary screening of Monty Python's beloved and rather silly version of King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table. I love this movie so much. I could probably recite the entire movie. The quotes like, rabbit with the big sharp teeth, and it's just a flesh wound, and the knights who say knee, and bring us a shrubbery, a particular shrubbery, and knee.
Get on with it! Get on with it! Yes, get on with it!
All right. So I love it. I love Monty Python. Who doesn't love Monty Python? If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's hysterical. Third on our list, we have Astronomy After Hours. It's going on at the Museum of Science, July 17th from 8:30 to 10 p.m. But it's actually going on the entire summer. I believe it goes on from about March to November every Friday, weather permitting, of course. If it's all cloudy and rainy, obviously you can't see the stars. But it's a great event. You get to go and check out planets, the moon, stars, constellations. It's really awesome. It's going on at the Gilliland Observatory on the roof of the museum's parking garage. It is free, which is pretty awesome because who doesn't love free stargazing? And so go check it out. Go see some of the planets that are in orbit or that are in our area this time of year, and maybe go learn something new about the cosmos. So go check that out. It's always my pleasure to bring to you the great and fun events that are going on in and around the city of Boston. I'm going to throw it to a very short and brief break, and when we come back, we're going to have our wonderful guest, and we're going to learn a little bit more about the Roslindale Porch Fest that's coming up. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere, stick with us. We'll be right back in just a few shakes of a lamb's tail. Thank you.
Well, welcome back, gang, to It's All About Arts in Studio B. Neat. That's going to be part of it. That's going to be part of it. Val, that was beautiful. I want to tell you, thank you very much for sticking in here with us, gang. Like I said, this show will be on again. We'll be putting it up on our YouTube station, which is It's All About Arts and the #1. And also, we're going to be putting it up on the VOD, the video on demand, here at BNN-TV.org, where you can go and see all kinds of past shows from all kinds of people from who have been doing programming here over the years here at BNN. We're very, very proud of the work that the staff here is doing at BNN. They work feverishly to make sure that we get our messages out to you and that they're good. Like that last Val's View. I think that was fabulous. That was great. Listen, gang, but right now, Val and I are so proud and happy to have here as our guest tonight the great Andy Hollinger. Hello, Andy. How are you, brother?
Great, huh? Okay.
Thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
Sure, happy to be here.
Andy hates it when I blow his horn, but he's one of the best guitarists I know, and I've been very, very fortunate and happy to play beside him many times and
Many years.
many years. Yeah, I know. We were looking at it today. Boy, it's been a while, huh? Andy is going to be in Jamaica playing. Are you going to play at Porch Fest tomorrow, aren't you?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
With Dead Gallagher, right?
Yes.
That's great. And Marty
White.
Marty
Yep.
White on bass. That's going to sound great.
Yep.
Are you doing all of Debbie's stuff?
Some of hers, some covers of hers, some covers that I do, and a couple of my originals.
Good. You're going to get some original material in?
Yeah.
That's great. Andy's got a great studio at his house, and he's been recording for many years, like all of us, in our cellar or in our attic or whatever. And well, that's great. That's a great opportunity. Let me ask you a little bit about this Roslindale. We talked about it last week because we had Danny on, who was the architect of the logo. The logo. Tell us.
The winning logo.
A winning logo. There were lots and lots of entries.
Yeah.
You know, and you guys went through them and pulled out a couple of nice ones and had them reworked and came up with that one. That's pretty good.
I was amazed at some of the things they came up with. So it was a good kickoff for us. It gave us inspiration.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the history. Porch Fest was in Somerville for a while.
Well, I mean, I don't know the whole history, but yeah, I played in the JP one last year and thought, what a great idea. And we have so many good musicians in Roslindale. Why not do it there too?
Yeah.
And great porches.
And great porches, right. Right, well,
So-
you got to have the porches to pull it off. It'd be tough to do.
Or
without-
garages. We have one person who signed up who's going to do it in their garage.
So well, I think the Porch Fest part is kind of like just a guideline.
Right.
People will be happy to have people playing wherever they can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, is the object to be able to go from porch to porch and kind of get an eclectic kind of?
Yeah, I mean, right now we have 19 porches signed up.
Nice.
So there will be music simultaneously, so you obviously can't catch everything. So we will have a printed program that describes what the act is, and you can pick and choose and hop on your bike and zoom around town. Or
Yeah, that seems to be the idea.
or your Segway, if you have one of those. So, yes, smorgasbord.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of people will probably go to the porch of the person they know. So
Where and when are you going to be playing?
I'm going to be playing on my porch with Lenny Solomon.
Nice.
He's a great singer-songwriter.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He played just recently down at the Farmer's Market.
Yeah, we were at the farmer's market a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Beautiful day. It was
Yeah,
nice.
gorgeous
So,
day.
you know, Roslindale's got the great farmer's market, which pulls in a lot of really good music. It's got Neil Braverman's open mic, which pulls
Right
in
there in the square.
a lot of people. So I figured, why not? We have the talent, and we have a very diverse community. So we want to try to pull in some other kinds of music.
Yep. Well,
which we have to work
right
on.
now, has it been kind of a folky thing?
We have several singer-songwriters. We have one.
I don't mean to put. I don't mean. I should rephrase that. I know a couple of musicians too. I want to be able to get into my house when I get home. What I mean by folky thing is it's a singer-songwriter, guitarist, and kind of sing
Yeah.
something small and not, you know, over.
Yeah, we have quite a few singer-songwriters sign up. We have one teenage band
Ah,
called the Guillotines. Love the name. A synth
Do you know
pop.
what kind of music they play?
They didn't really describe it. They said they had finished the CD, but they didn't even give me the name of it yet. So I'm
Okay.
trying to get the name. So
Okay.
but they're going to play acoustically instead of doing their.
It's going to be an unplugged set.
Yeah,
that's
what they
great.
said. We have a synth pop group, which is 6 people, I believe.
Wow.
So we need a nice big porch for them.
Big rap porch, yeah.
Yeah. So far, that's pretty much the gamut of what we have.
Yeah, so they'll-
we're
they'll-
trying to get some jazz bands, but
Yeah.
you know those jazz guys, they don't like to wake up before 5 in the afternoon, so it's kind of tough.
Sometimes they play till 2 in the morning.
That's right.
I
So,
mean, well, that's great. I mean, how's the shout out been? I know there's a Facebook page.
yeah, I've gotten a lot of likes on Facebook, and a lot of been at the farmers market the last 2 weeks, passing these out and
Yeah.
talking to people, and got a lot of great reactions from people. So it's building. I mean, this is our first year, so we don't want to get too over the top with it. I think
Right.
maybe 25, 30 porches is probably.
Well, I think it's going to be
What we're gonna end up with.
It'll be what it'll be, you
Yeah.
know. But you know, judging from some of the reaction that we've gotten, or people have come up and spoken to me about it, everybody seems to be pretty buzzed about it.
Yeah. We just need to get some more musicians signed up, and you know
How does-
organized they are. So. We need
Last
to have,
minute they'll be.
We need to have a cutoff to scare them into
Well,
action.
I think you do have a cutoff, don't you?
Yeah, August 12th, which is about a month before the event.
August 12th.
Yep, that's what we're aiming for.
Okay, that's a good date.
Because we need to get program material to the printers and
yeah.
get some banners and
Well, that's a nice number. It's 2
Yeah.
months. It's 2 months before a month.
A month before,
A month.
yeah.
So the event is September
12th.
September 12th.
yeah, and a date which will not be named in case it rains. No,
No, the next day.
don't want to jinx it.
Yeah. Okay. We won't talk.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that.
I feel like word travels really fast in Roslindale, especially amongst the community. So, I mean, people are already talking about this
Right.
all over
Yep.
the place.
How is that going to work? Okay. Say Val's a great singer, songwriter, guitarist, but she doesn't really have any place that she can play. She's living in an apartment, and I have this nice porch and stuff. How do you match them up? I mean, how would I be able to say, hey, I know this woman Val around the corner. I'd like her to play on my porch.
Yeah, we'll definitely take that into consideration. People can indicate a preferred porch, or vice versa. The porch owners can indicate people that they would like to have play on their porches. And obviously, we're going to have to put some people on porches just because they won't have porches
Yeah,
available
right.
to them. So, and it'll also depend on how big the porch is and how big their act is.
Oh, that's true.
You know.
All that stuff
So
you got to think about.
if there's no electricity available, it's going to have to be something small,
Right.
probably,
Right.
that kind of thing.
Are people given like a duration of time? Like, will everyone
Yep.
have like a 30-minute set or like an hour-long set? or?
We're sort of aiming for an hour-long set with a half-hour interval in case there's a setup involved.
Okay.
Oh, there might be more than one musician on each. On a,
There
on
could
a-
be,
on a porch?
yeah. We have 3 time slots between 1:30 to 5:30, so 1:30 to 2:30 with a half-hour transition, 3 to 4 with a half-hour transition, and then another
Well,
hour.
you're
But-
making it difficult to say. I want to see this one, this one, this one, this one, because I can't see this one because I'm going to be seeing this one, and this one's going to be.
Oh, well. Gonna have to pick and choose.
That's why you got to go every year, right? It's
That's-
going to be a yearly thing now.
That's why the individual musicians have to do a really good job at
And
promoting
letting people
themselves.
know, yes, letting them know where they're going to be.
That's right.
I actually look at it, and I think the way that I would do it would probably be a lot more fun for me. I mean, as a music guy and love music and stuff like that, is just to go, get out, hear something, stop, ride around, hear something, stop, hear something, stop. So it's kind of like a hit and not miss, but it's kind of like I'm going to be
Hit and run.
surprised. Hit and run. You know.
Yeah, that's the impression I got from when I played last year with Deb. You know, you'd see some people, they'd come by and listen for 3 or 4 songs, and then they'd move on to something
Yeah.
else.
Like a porch crawl, right?
A porch
People
crawl.
go out for bar crawls, like a
Yeah,
porch
yeah,
crawl.
yeah.
Yep.
That's a great.
So some people, a couple of people have actually said, well, I'm going to do it on my porch, but I'm going to play the whole time. So
That's
that's their prerogative.
That's their
We'll probably let them do that.
So where do I get tickets for this?
No tickets. It's a free event.
It is.
It is a free event.
Oh.
We will be printing a program so that you can pick it up and use it, and there'll be a map on it. It'll
Right.
tell people who's playing where.
It's a free event. You
I mean,
must have
we
some
didn't
people
invent
help.
this. This is the way.
No. But there must be. Is there somebody that's kind of throwing a couple of little change your way?
We have one very generous sponsor so far, Balanced Rock Investment Advisors, a local Roslindale resident. They're very active in all kinds of local sponsorships. Roslindale Village Main Streets, the
Right, I've
farmers
seen
market
them down there. Yeah.
They actually set up tables at a lot of farmers markets, and they've been very successful at getting prospective clients.
Without mentioning the amounts and without selling anything like that, are you still looking for people to sponsor?
Yes, we could definitely use a little more
Right.
input in the financial area.
And it doesn't say, not like I said, not to mention, we're not talking big, huge dough
No.
here. We're talking about this startup, and there's a few more things that you have to get, right?
Yeah, and they don't have to be corporate sponsors either. Individuals can donate, as little as $20 if they feel like it. And
Right.
you can do that on the website.
Right.
There's a separate registration each for musicians, the porches, volunteers, and donations. So
You need volunteers.
we need volunteers too. We have some good volunteers starting up already. Somebody's going to help us out with graphic design.
Nice.
And another fellow who's been very active already going around to businesses in Roslindale and West Roxbury. So, because we welcome people from West Roxbury.
everybody, yeah.
The
Make a plan.
musicians don't have to be.
Only kidding.
The musicians don't have to be from Roslindale.
No,
So-
like I was saying earlier, it's an opportunity for a musician to get out there and play a gig.
So we're trying to get the word out. And we sent out a lot of press releases
Right,
and
right.
talking to local papers. And
Talk a little bit about this Roslindale Arts Alliance.
Well, you could probably say a little bit more about that than I am, since they're our major foundation partner in this event.
Yeah, the Roslindale Arts Alliance is an organization that's been around for quite a few years in Roslindale. It's done a lot of educational things, a lot of they started open studios.
Yeah, so you had a lot of experience doing this
There's
kind
a little bit of experience in there as far as getting these things started. Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you the honest truth. To start open studios, we didn't have an event for the first almost 5 years that we tried to get it started. It was tough to do, but what ended up happening was one guy came in that was a great graphic designer. Bob Ward came in and joined the committee, and we got a couple of other people that came in and joined the committee. Next thing we knew, we were, a couple of years went by. Casey Appleman, great artist, Casey Appleman, right down off of Cummins Highway. She joined, and it just kind of grew and grew from there. And believe me, it's the people you bring to the table that make these events work. That's why, and I've been sitting in a little bit at some of these meetings and stuff because I'm with the Roslindale Arts Alliance and because I love Andy and we're friends and stuff. But it was great to go to a meeting the other day and there were two new guys there that I'd never seen before that were interested. That's what makes an event like this.
And one of them had come up to me at the farmer's market.
Yeah.
So I said, sign up and come to a meeting if you feel like it. Yeah, and I definitely want to give a shout out to your wife Janice, who designed this
Super
card
producer
and
Janice
put
did
the whole
that.
registration
in the website
apparatus
and all
together
that
in the
stuff.
website.
Yeah,
So-
that's her thing. She does all of that kind of stuff.
and that's clicking right along. So
Yeah, and it's working, I think.
Yes, it is.
But
we could use an influx of some cash.
yeah,
definitely.
so we'll make a move there. We'll make a couple more phone calls. Why would you play on your own porch?
Well, because I have a nice porch.
You do have a nice porch.
Actually, I have a porch and a side porch. So the thought is
Couple of
maybe
acts going.
have them, get one ready while the other one's going. We'll see. Love to get Lenny's music out there, so I want to expose that.
You'd be playing with Lenny. You wouldn't do
Yeah.
a set for yourself.
No, not this time, because I do the one set, and then I'm probably going to have to spend some time, doing a little coordination or
It's called
something.
putting fires out.
Yeah, no, hopefully not. Hopefully there won't be any fires.
Just the phrase. Just the phrase.
Yes.
Now, I think one of the things that I saw that you guys put on the website is that it's a family-friendly event.
That's what we're hoping. We'd like to get some school
Yeah.
musicians of some kind, a choir, or even like a school jazz band or something.
Yeah,
if anybody knows, we'd love to have that.
City Strings.
City Strings would be great.
Yeah, we've had them on the show before. They're
There you go.
incredible.
Do you know them? You can,
Yeah, I do bet. Yeah, I got that hook in there.
yeah. So, but we're starting small this year, so we'll see what we get.
I guess where I'm going is, and I think if I was just hearing this from now, and I'm not really familiar with anything in any of the other ones that are done, or have no experience at all with music and stuff like that, except for what I hear on the radio. And you say family friendly, I'm wondering, is there going to be is Drake going to be there?
Drake, no,
Oh, he's
no.
this
Drake,
rapper
no.
that swears.
No,
I heard
calls
Lady
people.
Gaga was going to be there.
Lady Gaga would be good.
No, I think Bruno Mars is coming.
Bruno Mars, we'll take Bruno.
Yeah.
No, I just when you say family friendly, what are we? I mean,
Well, we don't have any rappers signed up that I know of, and they're welcome to sign up.
absolutely they're welcome.
Hopefully they'll keep it G-rated.
Yeah. So that's that. So
We would do a little screening.
Okay.
I mean, we're going to screen the porches too, just to make sure
For
that
safety.
For
Well,
safety.
that family just not too long ago fell out there.
20. What they had 24 people on the
Yeah,
porch.
right.
and
Yeah. They were all as big like me. Can't have it,
Yeah. So yeah, we want to make sure that the safety factor is high.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about you. Well, people get to know a little bit about Andy. You're a guitarist, singer, songwriter.
I'm a guitarist. I play the little mandola and
Little.
a lot more than I used to.
Yes, you do.
Play a lot with Lenny. Yep.
Yeah. How long have you been playing?
Oh, gee. Well, I started as a drummer as a kid. Took some jazz lessons for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And then in college, I had started playing guitar, so I switched to guitar and played bands in college.
Yeah. This
Long
man has
time.
got the most incredible collection of instruments. His old house would go into the studio, and there'd be these eaves here with guitars hanging down. And you just picture it, he's sitting there playing, and then put this one back up, pull this one back down. And it's just...
I've actually sold a couple and donated a couple older ones to a friend's school.
Well, that's nice. Good for you.
Yep.
That's good.
And a friend, too. I donated one to a friend's kid. So
That's great.
she's in the girls' rock thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, those kids. Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah. Was our real estate agent, actually. Jamaica Plain.
No, we are so
Real estate.
fortunate to be living in this city.
Yeah.
I mean, there is so many things going on, and we're so covered with the arts and culture here. It's great to be part of that. Andy, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on.
September 12th, we'll come back on
September
when we get
12th.
closer, okay?
All right. Sure.
You know,
maybe with Danny again.
Maybe with Danny again, and maybe we'll play a couple songs.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Mandola and ukulele battle.
There we go.
Could be
Two out-of-tune instruments together.
two instruments you can't tune. Right, exactly. We laugh, but we know.
We do.
Val, thanks. Great to see you. We're gonna make it through the summer.
We got our dynamic duo back.
We do. We have to make it back. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll be fine. Andy, once again, thank you, brother.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. So nice to
Good
meet
luck
you.
Saturday with
Thank
Deb
you. Yeah, it should be
and
fun.
Marty.
Yep.
Sorry I won't be able to come on. I'm doing the Birdman Senior
That's right.
Show.
That's right. We got to get them signed up for.
I know, that'd be great.
Hint, hint. Bill.
Billy Carl. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Thanks for being here with us tonight. Get out and do something artful, please. Go down to Porch Fest. Where are you going to be? What street are you going to be on?
92 Rockview Street.
Where's that?
It's, you had to ask me that.
I did. But you got to be able to find it.
Yeah, I know how to get there. How do I describe it? It's a very, we're down at the bottom part. It's a very steep road that goes back up towards Center Street.
Okay, from Washington?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
no, it doesn't, it's not right off of Washington, though.
But it's that way.
Yeah, it's down that way.
Okay. Great. Well, have fun.
I will. Thanks.
Get out and do something awful for yourself. Hit JP Porch Fest. It's
Yeah, they do a great job.
They do a great job.
Yeah.
We're learning stuff from watching what they do, believe me. Val, thank you again, once again.
Thank
Andy,
you, as
thanks for
always.
being here. Listen, gang, like I like to say every week, please keep in the forefront of your minds our mothers, fathers, sons and daughters, aunts and uncles, nieces and nephews on foreign soil. Please get out, do something artful, do it for them. They'll appreciate it. I'm sure they will. We'll see you next week, right?
See you next week.
Okay, gang. Bye-bye now.